Have you ever wondered how good you'd be in the NFL? Would you be an MVP or would you be bad? Most likely you'd be bad, but I want to see if it's possible to put myself into Madden 23 and make myself one of the best quarterbacks in the game. The first thing I did was make myself and put myself in Madden 23 on the Texans since they're already pretty bad. And this is me. We're looking pretty dripped out if I'm being honest. The only downside is our rating is a 38 overall. I gave ourselves 99 injuries so we don't get hurt and 99 toughness because I'm really tough. The only bad thing is our contract is 3 years. I've done the simulation one time. I was forced to retire after 3 years. So I'm going to control myself as a player in franchise, but I'm also going to, during the third season, I'm going to make myself the coach so that way I can re-sign myself, because if not, it's just not going to work. They don't give you enough time to develop, so they just cut you and then you're forced to retire because no one wants to sign you because you're garbage. So we're going to hop in and sim my career and hopefully make it 15 seasons or something. What I am going to do is I'm just going to sim it. Once they release me, I'm going to pick myself as the Texans coach and sign myself until I'm good enough to get other offers. So here we go, hopping into the sim once again since I've already done it. So we're just going to go straight to the playoffs because we're pretty garbage the first 2 or 3 years, so we're just going to go straight to the playoffs, see our stats, and hopefully get up to like a 60, 65. So after year 1, we were able to get to a 46 overall, and our stats honestly are better than I thought they were going to be. 4,300 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 38 interceptions. Interceptions obviously bad. I didn't think we'd throw almost 30 touchdowns. We did go 2-15, so that's kind of expected. We're going to be pretty garbage as on the starter. Honestly, shout out John Mechie. Without him, I would have been horrible, so shout out to him. I don't know why I'm checking, but I want to see if we won Rookie of the Year somehow. And we obviously didn't. The Buffalo Bills won the Super Bowl in the sim too, so now we're going to get on to year 2, hopefully get a little bit better. Goals by year 3 to be like a 60 overall. Hopping into year 2, 2023, we are just going to sim it all the way through to the playoffs. No time to waste because we want to be great. At the end of the season, we're 56 overall. That is not that bad. We threw more touchdowns than interceptions this year too. I'm kind of shocked. 4,400 yards, 35 touchdowns, 22 interceptions. That's not bad at all. We have 2 years left in our contract too. I don't mean to get ahead of ourselves, folk, but we might get a contract extension. We went 5-12 too, so we're getting better. Shout out to them getting Sterling Shepard. We had Sterling Shepard, Brandon Cooks, and John Mechie. That's a great combo. And Isaiah Likely and Marquez Valdez-Scantling and OJ and crew. This team is stacked. Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs won the Super Bowl in 2023, but I'm feeling confident as we go into year 3 for the sim. And in 2024, we're hopping right into it, sim into the playoffs. Somehow we've lost 3 overall, which I don't understand, but we're coming for 60 overall at the end of the year. That's what I'm calling. And at the end of the season, we get to a 58 overall, which is a little disappointing if I'm being honest. 31 touchdowns, 24 interceptions, not bad. About 4,000 yards. I mean, Likely and Mechie had both 10 touchdowns. That's not bad. As a team, though, we went 6-11, so not great, but not as bad as we started. Somehow we made the Pro Bowl as a 58 overall. I am floored by that. They better at least give me another contract after this. And at the end of the year, the Chargers win a Super Bowl. Justin Herbert is on the Falcons. I don't even know who the Chargers quarterback is, so that's kind of wild. But we're on to year 3. I don't know if I will actually be able to re-sign with them, so here we go. So we do have contract offers. I can go anywhere I want. I am going to start wherever I go, just because I do have that instant starter on. Let's go to the Tennessee Titans. I feel like that would be good for me. I don't know why, but let's try to bring the Titans a Super Bowl that they deserve. We're on the Tennessee Titans with a 55 overall, so let's simulate the season. We're up all the way to a 62 overall, and it looks like we're in the playoffs. We threw for 4,000 yards, 34 touchdowns, and 13 interceptions. That is insane. I mean, Derrick Henry and Elijah Mitchell, that is insane to begin with. But then Kadarius Toney, Traylon Burks, and Michael Pittman Jr., this is a pretty stacked roster, if we're being honest. I'm really shocked that we did as well as we did, especially with the lack of interceptions. That's really good. We went 13-4. That's absurd. I guess let's see if we can beat the Jets. And we did. We actually beat them pretty handedly. Look at our guy, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. I mean, we did play Zach Wilson, so that's not that hard to beat, but now we face off against the Pittsburgh Steelers. And our luck finally runs out. We lose to the Steelers 21-17. No touchdowns, no interceptions, so not bad. Jalen Hurts is on the Steelers, I think, for like the second sim we've done. But honestly, I'm very impressed. That was a really good season for us, especially with how bad I thought we were gonna do. So let's see who wins the Super Bowl, then we'll go on to next year. Looking at it, the Chiefs shut out the Bears in the Super Bowl. That's crazy, 31-0. But honestly, a really solid season for us. Let's get into next year and hopefully do even better. And we're in 2026. Let's simulate to the playoffs. We're 60 overall still, so I'm really impressed. Let's see if we can keep it going. We're up to a 65 overall, 67 with morale this season, and that's really good. We made the playoffs again. We're facing the Jacksonville Jaguars in the wild card. 4,000 passing yards, 34 touchdowns, only 9 interceptions. This is awesome. There's Toney and Michael Pittman Jr. leading the way for us. Jameson Williams is now on the squad too. Will Dissly. I mean, this is a great roster. The key is going to be doing well in the playoffs. If we can maybe win a Super Bowl, I know it's going to be huge for our overall purposes. In And we sadly get bounced in the first game of the playoffs. We threw 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That's really not going to get it done. We are labeled as a bridge quarterback now. That is not good at all. And in 2026, Josh Allen won the MVP and the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. So this is what's going to get interesting. I think our contract is up with the Titans, so we'll kind of see what our offers are in the offseason. We are not on the Titans. They did not re-sign us, so we're going to have to see if we get another contract offer. We have an offer from every team. I want to look and see who gives us the most years. Everybody's offering us the same yearly thing. I do want to go back to the Titans. I do like how we've progressed with them. We're going to stick with them, and then if they don't give us a bigger offer after this year, after playing so well with them, it really might be time for us to go somewhere else. But we're going to stick with the Titans for the next 2 seasons. Hopefully get to like a 70, if not higher. That's really the goal, because once we're there, I think we can progress a lot more, and then hopefully become the starter and get a big contract. 2027, let's simulate to the playoffs. After this, I think we'll probably start some in the midseason to see how we're doing. But we're going to the playoffs right now because we want to get to a higher overall. We get all the way to a 66 overall after this year. We went 7-10, so that's not really good. But we had a pretty solid season. 4,200 yards, 30 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. That's not that bad, but we're looking on to next year. 2028, we're simulating to the playoffs just because I want to be good. I'm tired of being like in the 60s. Give me a 70 at least so we can start progressing. Let's just, I want to be good. I think we went 5-12, so we're going in the backwards direction. 4,400 yards, 33 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. That's not bad. Like, I just don't know where the disconnect with the team. It looks like our offense is just not fully there. My goal is to be a 70 at the end of this year. We're not going to hit that. I am a little worried. I think we're going to start regressing at like 30 something, which is not good. We're just gonna have to go to a stacked team and pray to God that we can win a bunch of games. The Seattle Seahawks won another Super Bowl. I think that's the is that the second one they've won in this? And it is. That's kind of crazy. But props to them. We're hopping into the next season. We are a free agent yet again, 66 overall this time. I'm just gonna try to go someplace with a bad position rating for quarterback. That's still a good team. This one 11-6, and they have a D. All these are 1-year deals though. Oh, this sucks. I think the Jets is gonna be the move because they look good. Hopefully we can go up enough in overall where we show that we should have a bigger contract. I think we're kind of screwed at this point. With the New York Jets, we're simming to the end of the year. I want to be a 70 overall. I feel like if we get to a 70 overall, we can start kind of climbing a little bit, at least make our team a little bit of a contender instead of being this bridge guy for a year. With morale, we're at a 71 overall, so that's pretty cool, but we are 68 overall. Hopefully we can make a stride, maybe push right here in the playoffs that gets us over that 70. I don't know if I believe it. Another solid year, 4,600 yards, 35 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. That's not bad. I mean, we went 12-5. We're in the playoffs. Let's kind of hope we can do something here. We're facing off against Steelers, number 2 seed. I gotta hope we make the Super Bowl. I think that's the only chance we get above a 70 this season. We pummel the Steelers right there. We have the game of our life. 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Jalen Hurts still on the Steelers. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. And I face off against the Indianapolis Colts. And we lose to the Colts by 10. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception from us. Not a horrible game. Connor Sexton for the Colts leads them to the victory. And the Denver Broncos win the Super Bowl with Dak Prescott as their quarterback. So that's kind of impressive. But again, we're still not at 70 overall. We're all the way down to a 65. Is that true? I hope that's not true. I think we're down to a 65. This is a real uphill battle at this point. So all these teams offering me are all 1 year. I'm going to go in and try to give myself a 10-year contract. I'm going to come back. I'm going to try to give myself a 10-year contract as a coach. I'm going to go back to the Titans. I'm going to try to bring myself back there. We'll see if I can actually do that. I don't know if that's even possible. So let's kind of see. We're just going to offer a stupid contract here. We're just going to do 7 years, $5 million and see. So we are kind of stuck with the 1 years. I can't sign myself to a good contract. I'm going to go back to the Titans, and I think I'm just going to keep re-signing with them. Kind of messed up. I couldn't accept one with the Titans, so I signed with the Cleveland Browns. Why not? We're just gonna keep signing 1 years and pray to God that something sticks. So I guess we're gonna try to win a Super Bowl with the Cleveland Browns. I mean, that was a dumb decision by me, but we're just gonna sit in the playoffs. And every season we're just gonna sit in the playoffs. I'm gonna stop saying it because I'm an idiot. Another season where we're 70 overall with morale, so we're actually 67, which is a little disheartening. But we're 10-7. We made the playoffs. We're playing against the Colts. 4,900 passing, 40 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. We should win the damn we should win MVP. I mean, like, we're not there passing yards wise, but everything else, we're right on par with a lot of these guys. I feel like this Coleman kid from the Giants is gonna win it, but we're right up there. We're the 7 seed, so this isn't gonna end well. And the Cleveland Browns, we actually beat the Colts. That's pretty insane. 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions for me, as the guy Connor Sexton doesn't do very well. Facing the Miami Dolphins in the next round, and we fall short by 7 points. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, so not great, but just not good enough. Just not good enough. And the Falcons win the Super Bowl. We're down to a 64. I think we're just going to keep dropping with age. So the rest of our career, I think, is on the ropes. Sign with the Dolphins. They just beat us. I mean, they look like a good team. I don't know at this point. And at this point, I'm actually just going to sim 10 years to see what happens with our guy, what overall we get to, if we can win a Super Bowl. I don't know. I'm kind of tired of it. Let's just see what happens. We're 33 years old now, and it looks like the last team we played for was Miami. Does not look like we got re-signed after that. And we did not win the Super Bowl, so we pretty much didn't do much of anything. We became a good, solid quarterback throughout a career, but we could not win a Super Bowl. And that's what happened if I was in the NFL. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, peace out and stay safe.